Malik, looks like there's a good bit of competition between the defensive backs and the receivers. How is it out there?
It's a lot of good competition there. Everybody, we got a lot of talent in from the freshman class, so it's a lot of competition out there. Everybody's competing and working hard.
Anybody surprised you so far?
All of them are pretty good. All of them surprised me pretty good, so they're all doing real good. All the freshmen are.
Malik, you had that early interception last year and then maybe didn't get to play as much as you wanted. How did you kind of fight through that and kind of rebound to be ready for spring practice?
I just kept that as motivation, to push me forward and just motivation to keep pushing me on.
Well, was that hard at times after you did have that early interception and then maybe didn't get to play as much as you wanted?
It was a little hard, but I understood the circumstances and knew what was going on, so I kind of used the motivation to keep me going.
Was it frustrating?
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Patrick.
Was it kind of frustrating to maybe have that early success and maybe not build off of maybe as well as you wanted to and maybe get more playing time?
No, not really. Coach just kind of talked me through it, told me why I wasn't playing, so I kind of knew what was going on. It didn't really get me frustrated.
Malik, you played so many different positions in high school, so how much have you benefited off having a solid year on the defensive side of the ball?
I've gotten to learn a lot, from a bunch of guys, and gotten to perfect some of my skills at the defensive back position so I can focus in on one position, so it's kind of helped me a lot.
You talk about the competition not only on the defensive side, but how much is the competition at the wide receiver spot helping make you guys better?
Oh yeah, the competition at the wide receiver spot is helping us a lot, making us all better. We got some good talent out there, and it's just pushing us all.
Malik, what was the biggest thing you learned last year as a freshman?
That you gotta bring it every week. There are no off weeks. You gotta bring it every week. All these teams got 5-star recruits coming in, so you gotta always be ready each week.
What is your main goal for this spring? What are you trying to get accomplished between now and the next year?
Earn the starting role, help this team out, and just perfect my skills and my techniques.
What about the mental toughness for that position? Is that something that, obviously the guys at this level probably are more likely to beat you occasionally than the guys maybe in high school did. Is that something that, trying to learn to snap and clear that, is that tough?
Yeah, the mental game is a big part of it, but you just got to keep on pushing, and you're going to get beat a couple of times, but you got to keep pushing on.
They say cornerbacks have to be like a different level of toughness. Do you feel like you've got that in you? Some guys either just have it or don't. You
gotta
you have it.
You got to have it when you're in the back end. It's not have it or not. You got to have it.
What have you seen from Emmanuel and DeAndre so far?
They're both really talented. They both got a lot of potential. They're both working real hard too. They're both getting bigger in the weight room. So I'm surprised to see what they can do here in the spring camp.
Malik, we've not gotten to see a whole lot of practice. With Saturday, it looked like you made a really nice play at the goal line on Malone. Broke up that pass on that inside slant. Talk to him any, or what did you see when you went back on?
We talked a little bit, but I'm not gonna say nothing about that.
When you watched it though on film, what did you do well that enabled you to make that play at the goal line like that?
I stayed patient and just read his hips. We made a good break on the ball.
Could you have made that play last fall? I mean, could you have had the nuances to read a guy's hips and be able to make that play?
Yeah, probably, but I think I perfected my skills now more than I did last year.
What about in the return game? Is that somewhere you're still getting some reps in there? And I know last year you were getting a lot of loose kick returns. Is that something you're still doing?
Yeah, we got a bunch of guys catching kicks back deep, so everybody's getting a lot of reps, but we don't know who's going to be the kick returner yet.
Is that something you've always kind of felt like you could be pretty good at? I mean, just watching, the straight line speed, watching, you can move pretty well. I mean, is that something that you always had?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do since I was little, so yeah, I'm just going to keep on pushing and try to earn that starting role.
How